Hey guys, my name is Percy Gates. You can also call me Percy the Tutor, just like my channel says. So I've been tutoring SAT math and really just a lot of math content really in general for the past 8 years. And I've come across some really interesting observations when I've noticed people preparing for the SAT and when I've looked at problems myself. And so I've really noticed too, I've condensed a lot of the good advice into just several different tips. And really, today I wanted to talk about the number one math tip that I think is going to be really important for, just your performance of the SAT in general and just what to expect as well. So the number one tip, in my opinion, is, especially as it pertains to multiple choice questions, is to use the answers in your multiple choice questions as potential roadmaps in telling you how to solve a problem. So a lot of people go into problems and they read the question and it says something like, oh, which of the following is equivalent to this given expression? The problem is the instructions don't tell you what to do with the problem. Okay, so that's the number one issue. But what I notice in a lot of these questions, especially the ones that say which of the following is equivalent to, what they're really saying is something like a command like simplify or factor, or it could be FOIL, or one of those other things that you would typically see on a math sheet in class. The problem is they don't distinguish which one of those you should do. And so here's my advice is, when you see a vague question or a vague instruction like that in one of your math problems on the SAT, when it says something like which of the following is equivalent to this expression, the best thing to do is look at your answer choices. So in a particular example, maybe there's a question that says that and all of your A, B, C, D options are in factored form. Maybe your original expression is given in standard form, like the x squared plus x plus number, whatever, that kind of regular trinomial format. But then you're like, yeah, so A, B, C, and D, they're all in these sort of factor parenthesis groups. What does that really tell you to do with the problem? It tells you to factor it, right? So without looking at the answer choices, you could not have known how they wanted you to simplify the problem. And so really, yeah, that's the big thing, is just think about the fact that anytime you're going through a multiple choice question in the math section, you really want to look at your answer choices, use those as guides in steering you in the right direction in terms of how you solve the problem and in terms of what formulas you might be applying. And just keep in mind, I'm going to give some English advice too in other videos, and this is almost the polar opposite of the English advice, where I feel like in a lot of English problems, if you look at the answer choices too early, it could actually sway your opinion in a bad way and make a false answer look really convincing, whereas in math, it really normally steers you in the right direction most of the time. So yep, that's it for today. I'll go into more detail in future videos and in lecture tutorials, and yeah, I'll see you next time.